Hi, Janine here from Gentle Warrior. You may be wondering what I'm doing with this. This is one of the tools that I use to teach children how to breathe. So you may be wondering what I'm doing with a tool that is used on a child when I'm clearly a fully grown adult. Well, the reason being is those that are following me on Facebook, you already know that I am doing what is called facing the storm. And it's when you are at the core of emotions that you're having to face, and maybe some of the normal techniques that you use and that you know that you've been taught from the spiritual realm, that your mentors have been teaching you, or spiritual leaders may have been teaching you, they're no longer working. And the only thing you can do is turn around, look at the storm, sit down, let it surround you, give in, surrender, whatever term you want to use, and ride it out. So this facing of the storm can be, or is, extremely painful. And I wanted to find out what I could do to help release some of this tension while I face it. So how I did this, I went and took all of the books that I have bought for reading to children to teach them about mindfulness and spirituality. And I decided I am going to go so far back to the basics. I am going to take the things that we teach children, that children can teach us through these books. Let's take a look. Book number 1, I Love Me. This book, I took these to bed and I read it. This book tells you all about the importance of loving yourself. Louise, my trainer for mindfulness for children, written three beautiful book. Look who's here, where he's happy. It's always theirs. These books are all about facing your emotions. They're here to teach children not that emotions are your friends, not to push them away, that your thoughts are like clouds. They may seem horrible at the moment, but eventually they're going to drift on by. This book, oh my gosh, When Sadness Comes to Call. Oh, brilliant book. This book teaches us that when sadness is there, it's not to push it down, not to try and lock it in a cupboard, not to try and bury it. Virtually, he has a tea party with his sadness. He listens to it. He lets sadness have a voice, okay? Another one, The Groovy Corns, all about our magic is different. There's no need to be jealous about somebody else's magic. We all hold our own magic. When Fairy Needs Glasses, teaching us that we are unique. We all come in different shapes and forms. Love yourself for who you are. The Monster, showing you that what we perceive to be monsters, our own inner monsters, are actually our friends. And Ruby Worry, teaching us that sometimes speaking to people, that on its own shifts your worries. These books is what has led me to go back to the basics. Right back to the basics, the way through the storm, sending yourself love, self-love, not only sending it to yourself, but sending it to every aspect of you. When anger comes to visit, sending anger love, acknowledging that it's okay to be angry, that anger is here, and sending anger love. When sadness comes to visit, acknowledging sadness is there, not trying to push sadness away, not trying to pretend to be happy when you're clearly not trying to change it into sadness to happiness, but acknowledging that it's there. And when we acknowledge these emotions and we let them be and we send all aspects of our self-love, it starts shifting and flowing through us automatically. So, you may have loads of spiritual teachers that you are following. If you take a look at the likes of Matt Kahn, he will teach you, send all aspects of these emotions love, and that's all you need to do. You may look at the spiritual teachings of the likes of Teal Swan, who likes to ask why, what lesson can we get from these emotions. I actually watched a really good interview with Teal and Matt, and they're so different, and you wouldn't put them together, and it actually worked out really well. And my conclusion is based on the energy that I have. I also tend to like to ask why and get my lessons, but I don't have the energy these days to ask, why are you here, anger? Why are you here, sadness? What do you have to teach me? So I'm kind of following Matt's version, more of just sending it love. But that's purely because I just don't have the strength necessarily to dig that deep yet. And you know, sending it love is giving the opportunity for it to have a voice anyway. I'm not trying to keep it quiet, and it tends to start flowing. This going through the storm sometimes feels like depression. I suffered from depression years ago. I believe that depression stays with us, but we learn how to cope with it. We learn strategies and techniques to shift yourself through it. I was thinking, oh my God, depression is coming back again. But I know it's not. I know it's just that I am facing some real serious stuff. So the reason I'm doing this video is that I know through speaking to clients, through speaking to friends and families, I'm not the only one going through the storm at the moment. There are lots of you going through the storm. And I'm hoping that if you just bring it back to the basics, if you bring it back to the things that we teach children, breathe through the emotion. Don't fight it. Acknowledge it's there. Accept it is there. It will start flowing automatically. This is all the learnings from the books that I am reading and the stuff that I am teaching children. And in fact, it's the stuff that we ourselves need to go back and follow, not just when we're feeling it. We need to do it daily. We need to commit to practicing daily to get through this. I don't know if this will be of help to anyone, and I really hope it is, because the other thing I learned is that I've been discovering through going through the storm is everywhere. So people keep saying, oh, this crap is happening to me over and over and over again. And what's happening, the universe, or whatever you want to refer to it as, keeps throwing it in our face. If your fear is fear of finances and the fear of lack of having money or of having things, then constantly things are going to be taken away from you. How do I know? Because that is one of my deep core seeds, fears that I am dealing with at the moment. So my washing machine broke, my car broke, my phone broke. When I got a replacement phone, that didn't work the way I needed it to work. My cat broke, so that was vet bills. All these things keep presenting to itself, and it's constant lack. And it's happening because the universe is trying to show you, you need to get through this. So I can't hide. I'm sitting in a storm. So if I look here, the universe is putting it there. If I duck down, the universe is putting it here. Coming over here, the universe is showing it to me here. There's no way. I am surrounded by it until I breathe through it, till I acknowledge that there's a better way to work through and get through and come out the other end of fear of this. Because when I get out on the other end, I would have let go of core stuff that is holding me back from achieving things in my life. And I'm not talking about from growing gentle warrior or financial wealth. Well, yeah, it is holding me back in that respect. But more than that, it's holding me back from shining my magic, to reaching out to more people to be able to help them. Because the core of my mission is not to make money. So the core of my mission is not the lack of having money. The core of my mission is helping others to grow, is helping others to step into their magic. And I'm denying myself that purpose by allowing fear to hold me back and to keep rooting me in one place and not spread my wings and fly, if you like. So if you wonder why you're having the same reoccurring things happening to you, that's another reason why this is happening. I hope this video is of some help to you. If you'd like to follow me, feel free to follow me on Gentle Warrior on YouTube. I'm on Instagram and I'm on Facebook, and I'm easily reachable at yourgentlewarrior.com. But know that you're not alone and that you will get through this. Much love to you, McCaws.